Alright, what's up you guys? Welcome to another episode here on SHARKREALM, and today's video we're going to do something a little bit different. I know that there's already a lot of YouTubers, a lot of gamers who are showing their opinions and views on the latest Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, which has officially came out. I don't believe that the physical copies came out yet, but the whatever version that just came out. So in this video, here's the thing. I'm going to try to be as balanced as I can be because I know, like I said before, there's multiple ways to look at how do you actually review this particular legacy collection. So what I ended up doing was I watched a lot of videos. I watched a lot of people's thoughts on Reddit, or I read a lot of people's thoughts on Reddit. And for someone like me, who is a not necessarily a gamer of Mortal Kombat, because as much as I love Mortal Kombat and this is a Mortal Kombat channel, I'm also a huge fan of the Mortal Kombat lore, which got me into Mortal Kombat as a kid, even though I own all the games up until Mortal Kombat 11. Um, there are different versions of Mortal Kombat fans in the sense of you have the hardcore gamers who know all the fatalities, who know all the move sets, who knows even just the stories in and out, and basically know like everything about every single Mortal Kombat game. Um, so in this video, what I'm going to talk about here are just some of the thoughts that people had, because I own all the original Mortal Kombat games. I'm a huge Sega Genesis fan, so I have all of them on Sega Genesis, and I have the both games Mythologies and Jack's game on PS1. And I'm more of a PS4 kind of guy more than Xbox or Microsoft. So that's basically where my Mortal Kombat love franchise goes, into those selective consoles. But here's the thing: one of the consensus that a lot of the gamers had was, if you are a standard, or should I say a general Mortal Kombat fan who just loves the games, wants to play it on a modern console, and loves to just play the games for the sake of nostalgia, then yes, this thing is pretty good. I mean, IGN rated it an 8, but that doesn't really say a lot because it's IGN. But in the sense of those who are giving it positive feedback are saying it's good, like it has a lot to offer, it has a lot of nostalgia attached to it, and that's the big keyword here, is nostalgia. And on top of that, for those who don't want to buy old consoles, who don't want to mod old consoles, who don't want to just run on old cables and want to have or spend loads of money on SCART, et cetera, and all those HD versions, cables and whatnot, then this is definitely for you, because now you can play most of the games that you grew up with on modern consoles, and that's what makes it extremely fun and exciting. Now, for those who are deep into Mortal Kombat, who know all the ins and outs, who knows all the, I guess you can say, like I said, fatalities, the move sets, who memorized all the, who just love playing online, who love like I said, the gamer aspect of the Mortal Kombat community, a lot of them are sharing their negative thoughts on that, and that's one of the biggest reasons of why it's kind of given negative feedback, because they are the hardcore gamers and they know what's wrong with these games. Now, some gamers or even collectors have stated that $50 for a game that you can literally play on its own original hardware on the old consoles is far superior than playing it on this new Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Now, that's their view of it, in the sense of, why spend $50 even though you're getting all these games in just one $50 bundle, compared to spending like $50 or $60 on one Sega Genesis game, or even SNES, etc., etc. But the fault that comes into all these is that the biggest negative feedback that gamers had is that the game kind of felt like it was unfinished, and it didn't offer as much as they wanted, and felt like they got ripped off, and they stripped them away from some things that they felt like they needed to. It was better off to just play the original games on the original hardware than to play it on this particular. They just felt like completely let down. And the reason for that is because those who did play it had a lot of issues with it. So I'm on the website right now, and we can see here that the Digital Eclipse Twitter account shared that they fixed and addressed some bugs issues, which we'll talk about in a short second. But one of the things that gamers or collectors were angry or upset about is that why would you spend $50 on these or this particular game or bundle when it's not even fixed or officially, like, I guess you can say, fully thought out, in the sense of like they didn't go over all these little minor bugs that they should have fixed in the beginning, because they felt like they just bought an incomplete game, and now we already have the first patch. So a lot of people are like, we shouldn't have to be waiting for patches when the game should have just 100% already been flawless. You know what I mean? Like that's what they're saying. And they're pretty much valid, because we're in a new era of modern collecting or gaming, in the sense of the game comes out, it's half done, and then like bugs and all that issues, glitches and all that stuff happens, and then the company addresses all that, and then they do the patches which fixes all the errors. But they're just saying we shouldn't have to have that scenario happen, because if they gave it a little more time, then we wouldn't have any issues to complain about, and we can say it's a full straightforward game of all of our iconic Mortal Kombat titles. So that's a very valid point in my opinion, and I think they're right in that aspect. Now the second one is the rewind feature. Now I know a lot of people don't necessarily care, and this might be picking on it a little too much, but a lot of gamers are just like, listen, I mean, the point of Mortal Kombat is you have to literally learn how to play the game, and we know that the AI in Mortal Kombat is complete ass, and like it's difficult, like that's what they're programmed to do. And for anyone who played it on the original hardware knows that it's so damn hard at times, and you just get so frustrated, but that's how they were programmed and designed to fight back. And with the rewind feature, especially for games like Mythology, Sub-Zero, it's like before you even have your death, or even after your death, it gives you that rewind feature, so you can go back 30 seconds and then restep your movement so you can do better. And that kind of takes away from the playability, in the sense of if you don't care and this is like your first time doing Mortal Kombat, then that's totally fine. Like you just want to beat the game, that's great. But if you're someone that wants to actually feel accomplished and play the games the way they were originally intended for, it's like you have to go straight through, beat it on those original 3 lives or whatever lives that came in those games. And if you get the game over or continue, then that's basically, like you're effed and you have to start all the way over from the beginning. And the rewind feature kind of takes away from it, because it's like cheating a little bit. But again, it just depends on your your concept of video games in modern day consoles, because we know that the old style, like Sega and NES and all that stuff, is long gone, in the sense of new generation gaming has totally took over. So based on some of the issues that they shared here on the website, which I'll keep in the description below, it says that they improved audio buffer for online play. It restored missing audio in 32X Mortal Kombat 2, general improvements for Mortal Kombat 4, fixed issue that caused Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 to reboot after Scorpion Fatality. That's pretty funny. General stability improvements for Genesis titles, pause button hold time reduced by 50%, one button fatalities added for all arcade titles, and the general stability updates for to music player. And it says additional fixes will be addressed in the coming days and another update. So we're going to be getting more updates, which basically means that the game has all these technical issues, and this should not be how it should be at launch, even though that's the standard norm for games these days. But that's where a lot of Mortal Kombat fans or gamers, even just general gamers, are having an issue with it. For those who are hardcore into it, if this does not concern you or bother you, then yeah, it's fun, it's good, it's nostalgic, it hits you right in the feels of, yeah, this is what Mortal Kombat is and always will be. But if you're deep into it, then this will upset you. If we go on the Digital Eclipse Twitter account, or X, whatever the hell you want to call it, they also shared another statement saying, we're also aware that some players are experiencing matchmaking issues on Steam. After investigating, we don't feel the issue is with the game itself and have to reach out to our backend provider for assistance. We hope to be able to provide further updates as soon as possible. So at least they're being transparent and they are telling us and keeping us up to date with things. But again, the whole issue really comes about is giving us a game that should have been complete before releasing it out to the public. Now, we do know that I guess the physical copies will be coming out at some point, and that has all the other stuff. We know that the Mortal Kombat book didn't do so well because of the AI generated art. So we'll see how the new Chronicles Mortal Kombat book will do within that bundle. But otherwise, it seems like this game has gone to a rough start. Otherwise, for those who actually do have it, who have played it, I know it's fun and everything, but do you feel like it's better to play it on the old consoles if you have it, or is it better to do this because you have the modern consoles, or do you feel like you're completely let down? I mean, there's so many things going on with this that it seems more negative than positive, but again, that's just the basic consensus of most gamers that I've read on and watched the videos on who talked about it. So anyways, with that being said, let me know in the comments below what you think about Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I'll sure to have more updates in the future if anything else comes up, but for now, this will be kind of like a brief overview on what most people have said. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Be sure to give a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in the next episode.